All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the house in Chicago, warm-ups are over. We're just about ready for the championship match. We'll be meeting the lineups in just a moment. But because you're here, we've had an awesome crowd so far today, but I want to remind you, this is a high-energy professional sporting event. This is a team game. This is not a tennis match. You don't have to be silent during the serve. We want you energetic. We want you making some noise. This is match 169 this year, and there's a trophy on the line. We want you to have as much energy as the teams do, so let's get after it. Just about ready for first serve. You heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuning in live from Chicago, Illinois to the 2022 VLA Championship match. It has all come down to this. 168 matches leading up to this one for the title between the Chicago Icemen, the reigning champions, and the New York Legion, the #1 seed. My name is Rob St. Clair. Thanks very much for joining live on the VLA YouTube channel. This is it. This is the championship match. It has all come down to this year. And it's the two teams who many really expected to be here. Chicago, the two-time defending champions, playing at home, and LVC, the #1 seed overall, coming into the tournament. This is their first meeting of the year. It's been a while since we've seen these two teams play with one another. I'm not even sure when last year was the last time they would have played, but they've been on a collision course for this moment, this entire season. We're just about ready to get underway. All right, we are just about ready to meet the starting lineups, and we will get this show on the road. The championship match live from Chicago. It's Chicago versus New York for the VLA title. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago, live for the 2022 Volleyball League of America Tier 1 championship match. It all comes down to this between the first place team from the East Division, the New York Legion Volleyball Club, or Team LVC, and the first place team in the Central Division, the Chicago Icemen. Let's introduce the starting lineups. First in pink, out of New York, Albany, New York hometown, Team LVC. Make some noise for it. A 6'1" setter from the University of Hawaii, #2, Joby Ramos. A 6' outside hitter from Stevens Institute of Technology, #4, Dave Evans. A 6'5" outside hitter from the Ohio State University, #9, Nicolas Scherzin. A 6'5" opposite from St. Francis University, #15, Jordan Vari. A 6'8" middle blocker from the Ohio State University, #11, Blake Leeson. A 6'7" middle blocker from St. Francis University, #12, Mike Marshman. And a 6' libero from Nazareth College in Rochester, #25, Owen Wickens. Team LVC is managed by Chris Hosley, coached by CJ Dink and Jesse Walker. And now the home team, the defending champions, the first place team in the Central Division, the Chicago Icemen. A 6'1" setter from the Ohio State University, #5, Sunil Thomas. A 6'6" outside hitter from Lindenwood University, #4, Kyle Overby. A 6'4" outside hitter from Erskine College, #12, Mike Nicholaw. A 6'8" opposite from Carthage College, #13, Griffin Shields. A 6'8" middle blocker from Long Beach State University, #17, Amir Lugo Rodriguez. A 6'9" middle blocker from Boston College, #18, Brandon Poindexter. And a 5'11" libero from Quincy University, #3, Colin Merck. The Icemen are managed by Tim Faulkner. Our officials are Deb LaValle and Louis Ventura. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The formalities have completed, the starting lineups have been introduced, and it is time to crown a champion. Got the season-long trophy here with me at the broadcast table, going to one of these two great founding 5 VLA franchises, the Chicago Icemen in blue and white on the far side of your screen, and the New York Legion in pink on the near side. It all comes down to this. My name is Rob St. Clair. Thanks for tuning in live on the Volleyball League of America YouTube channel. The last match of the VLA season started all the way back in January in Indiana, where the Chicago Icemen played. We've been all over the country: Connecticut, Boston, Buffalo in the East Division, Chicago, Indiana, Louisville in the Central Division, all over the West Division, and it's all come down to this. Jordan Vari, longtime LVC opposite, will start us off serving on the near side of your screen, and we are underway. Nicholaw off the hands of the block and out of bounds, and it's Chicago that gets on the board first. Mike Nicolau, number 12 in white and blue, the first All-American in the history of the Conference Carolinas in the NCAA. Played this last year professionally in Sweden. He's signed to go back to the same team this upcoming year. And Nicolau back to serve. Rotation 4 receive here early on for New York. Ramos, their front court setter. Perfect pass there by Nicolas Scherzin. And immediately crushed in the middle by Blake Leeson. The Wisconsin native, Blake Leeson, played collegiately at Ohio State, winning 2 national championships. Plays currently professionally in Germany and suiting up for LVC for several years now. Here is Dave Evans, another LVC mainstay out of Rochester, New York. What an incredible set by Thomas to even have a chance at that ball, and Overby gets up off the ground and puts it away. Remarkable. Good start for Chicago. One of the questions for the Chicago Icemen team, they are the defending champions from last year, but they've yet, both these teams, been unable to win a tournament of any kind during this season. A lot of question marks around Chicago's lineup management. How will this particular group manage this moment, and how quickly might Chicago go to their guys off the bench? Chicago has a ton of depth, a lot of talent in this city. Chicago playing at home this weekend. How do they manage their available pieces? Leeson back to serve, has had a terrific season for Team LVC, and very dangerous from the service line. It works on Nicolau right there. Overby crushed off of Jordan Vari. That hit the ceiling on the far side, on Chicago's side, before coming back. So that's going to be an Icemen point. The ceiling in this gym, this is the Wolcott College Prep Arts and Athletics Center in the West Loop neighborhood. The ceiling is in play as long as it stays on your side, so more USAV rules versus international rules this weekend. Here is Sunil Thomas out of Ohio State playing against his former teammates, Scherzin and Leeson for LVC. Good serve there, working on Evans. Vari out of the back row, that ball not touched by Overby. 4 contacts the call, and no complaint there from LVC. Vari a little bit late to that set. The timing not quite perfect, and a break point for Chicago to take an early 4-2 lead here in set number 1 of this best 3 out of 5 set championship match with everything on the line. Here is Thomas again. Very dangerous jump spin server, but the net gets in the way that time. Joby Ramos here, the setter out of the University of Hawaii for New York. Number 2 in pink, been a huge pickup for the Legion this year. It's been terrific. He made his debut back in Connecticut during the regular season, has not slowed down. This is Overby on the right side, and in rotation 1, he puts it away. Evans was not quite able to get underneath that one. And Kyle Overby, a long-time Chicago Iceman, been playing for this team since long before the VLA was founded. A 6'6" outside hitter out of Lindenwood. And the Icemen have an early lead here, 5-3 in the first. Really good pass there by Evans. Marshman tipped in the middle. Thomas is there. Overby able to send over a free ball. Good opportunity here. Ramos to Marshman again. This time can't be slowed down. Mike Marshman, number 12 in pink, another very high-level middle blocker, has been playing for years professionally in France, and he'll continue his career next year. And back at the service line, our first mention of the former National Player of the Year, two-time champion Nicolas Scherzin, and his first serve missed out of bounds is a huge sigh of relief on the Chicago side. Scherzin, one of the best servers on the planet, and that's not an exaggeration. Scherzin, born in France, renationalized to Poland, where his parents are from, plays professionally for club in Poland, and led the Polish league in aces a couple seasons ago. Not a good set to Vari, and Nicholaw is there for the block. Low and tight. Vari did a good job to even give it a chance to be recovered, but Nicholaw was there with the block. Good start for Chicago. They lead 7-4. Big Brandon Poindexter, number 18 in white. Boston native, but's been living in Chicago for years. Huge energy player and physicality for Chicago. Off speed there from Marshman again, and Poindexter diving, unable to get underneath it. But some surprising off-speed offensive choices for LVC so far. New York Legion Volleyball Club, nicknamed LVC, headquartered in Albany, New York, founded by Chris Hosley. Good serve there from Marshman, kept alive barely by Overby. Nicholaw will have an out-of-system swing. He's blocked by Vari and can't be covered. Really nice block discipline right there. Blake Leeson there as well. That all started from the service pressure of Mike Marshman, and LVC is within one. LVC finished the regular season at 16-3. The best by far of any Tier 1 team to earn the #1 seed in this tournament. Good pass there by Overby off the tape. And a huge one-on-one block for Dave Evans. Wow, what a move by number 4 in pink right there. Evans, the former Division III NCAA Player of the Year at Stevens Institute of Technology, and he shut down his fellow Division III alum Griffin Shields. The opposite right there for Chicago out of Carthage. Tie game here, 7 apiece in the first. So much more volleyball left to be played before we give away the trophy. Marshman again working on Merck into the ceiling, barely kept alive by Overby. Free ball here for Team LVC. Ramos, Evans, tip down the line. Thomas makes the play. Ramos again with a good opportunity. Scherzin out of the back row is blocked and covered. Evans chops it cross court off of Nicholaw and out of play. What an awesome swing by Dave Evans at 6 feet tall only. Playing elite level outside hitter like this, that really tells you what kind of player he is. Marshman continuing this run. LVC takes the lead at 8-7. Rotation 3 receive here for Chicago. And finally, Marshman ends the run with the service error out of bounds. That'll send Griffin Shields back to the line. Amir Lugo Rodriguez in the front court at middle blocker right now for Chicago. He has played for Team LVC the past 2 years. Notable offseason transfer. Lugo Rodriguez, one of the best middles in the league. Good serve there by Shields. Leeson a little bit out of system. Nicholaw is underneath that ball. LVC disagrees, but they've got a free ball. Vari slowed down by a block touch, but Chicago touched the net on the block. So in LVC's opinion at least, justice was served, and the Flamingos take the point, 9-8. Jordan Vari, longtime father figure of LVC. One of the great players of all time in the EIVA NCAA conference, but that time he commits a foot fault stepping on the service line. That'll be an instant Chicago point and will go down as a service error. Here is Nicholaw to serve. And well watched by Evans on its way out of bounds. He'll go back to serve here. Scherzin to the front court. 10 serving 9. Already a back and forth first set. And we're not even 10 points in. Ace serve, Dave Evans right on the end line. I think that's absolutely the right call. Perfectly placed. Evans having himself a phenomenal season, has been with LVC just about every step of the way this year and previously. He's got his team a 2-point lead right here. Make it 3 as that can't be legally pursued by Thomas outside the antenna. 2 aces in a row for Dave Evans. That one on an elite libero like Colin Merck. It's 12-9 LVC leads. And we're going to swap the volleyball out here for a drier one. Evans again, can he make it 3 in a row? Almost. A good pass there by Merck. Shields out of the back row, crushed, dug by Vari, up into the ceiling, softly handled. Scherzin takes a rip at it, incredible dig by Nicholaw. But nobody is there on the right side for Chicago. Shields the back row opposite. There's no way he could have jumped to spike that ball and keep his feet behind the line. And Chicago's going to call timeout here. Dave Evans has opened up a 4-point New York lead. It's 13-9. Timeout Icemen here in set number 1 of the championship match. I want to thank everybody for watching live on the Volleyball League of America YouTube channel. If you are subscribed to the channel, which costs you nothing, you can get active in the YouTube live chat. You can let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. I can see all your comments. And we got a point in there. Icemen resting some pins. I don't know about resting because there's nothing to rest them for, but like I mentioned just at the beginning of the broadcast, the Icemen's lineup choices throughout this season in key situations have really been scrutinized around the league, and this might be another similar head-scratching choice of players. We'll see if these particular 7 remain on the court for Chicago. But a good timeout there as they get Evans to commit a service error long. And it's 10 serving 13. Lugo Rodriguez, the former LVC middle. On serve, Scherzin off the block and out of bounds. Poindexter can't believe it. But it's an interesting problem for teams to try and defend against Nicolas Scherzin because you think you're there on the block, you're not. He has the fastest arm that maybe I've ever seen in person. He beats blockers that think they're there. He beats them with just pure arm speed. Got to get over so early. Good pass there by Nicholaw against Leeson. Overby blasted cross court, out of bounds, no touch off the block. And LVC opening up a 5-point lead here in the first. Icemen had a good start. And the Flamingos, featuring Blake Leeson here at the service line, have brought it all the way back. Good pass there by Nicholaw. Poindexter, that one. A little bit underneath that ball, and 2 consecutive hitting errors for Chicago. Very uncharacteristic. These 2 teams both play extremely clean volleyball. Don't give away very many points for free. Leeson continuing to go after it, kept alive by Nicholaw, but an impossible chance for Overby. That ball too tight and too low, and the LVC lead continues to grow. It's 17-10. We've been waiting for this matchup really all season long. Probably the 2 most talented rosters on paper in the league right now. It's been pretty one-sided so far in the first set. Easier serve there from Leeson, cut short. Overby, dug by Leeson cross court off a block deflection, but out of bounds on the Chicago side. Side out achieved for the reigning champions. 2-time reigning champions. The VLA founded in very late 2019. Momentum came to a screeching halt with the COVID pandemic. The league played only 1 tournament in 2020, which was won by the Icemen. So that's considered a season championship there. We ran an abbreviated season in 2021, also won by Chicago. And that's an ace serve by Sunil Thomas off the tape and confused Dave Evans. And he couldn't keep it alive. Chicago not going down without a fight here in the first, 12 serving 17. And we'll take all the time we need to clean up the floor. Floor conditions were definitely a storyline yesterday. particularly in the 2 bracket play-in matches with guys slipping all over the place. But floor conditions significantly better today. This gym is in perfect shape. Big thanks to Tim Faulkner, who works here at the Wolcott College Prep, he works here full-time and is part of hosting us here this weekend. But LVC still concerned about some slippage on the floor. See if they can use this as a de facto timeout to slow down the serving of Sunil Thomas. And we've got some Ohio State representation on both sides of this match. Thomas to serve next year for Chicago. Scherzin and Leeson for Team LVC. All 3 of those guys won national championships together in 2016 and 17. Sunil Thomas got married just a couple weeks ago. Both Scherzin and Leeson were there. So those guys' friendship runs very deep, and I cannot believe that we're still cleaning up the floor on the New York side. It's taking forever. All right, let's get back to volleyball here, boys. I think the floor is ready to go. Thomas continuing to try and chip away at this lead, 12 serving 17 in the first set. Championship on the line. Got to lay it all out in this match right here. Good rip there by Thomas. Off the ceiling, still in a settable position for Ramos, who goes outside quickly to Scherzin, who blasts it cross court. That is a nice break for Team LVC for that ball to take a nice friendly bounce off one of the rafters and come right down on top of the setter's head. Ramos, after that assist, back to the backcourt. Vari the opposite into block. Float serve there, working on Overby, and it's an ace. Really a nice change-up serve for Joby Ramos. And this morning, as New York beat Indiana Team Pineapple 3-0 in the semifinals, it was Joby Ramos, their really one and only float server, who might have been their most productive. Good pass there by Merck. Overby on the right side of rotation 1, cross court and down. Rotation 1, that one serve reception rotation where your outside hitter and your opposite switch which wing they attack on. Sometimes that makes teams uncomfortable. Overby, a really good right side attacker. Here he is back to serve, needing something special. 6-point deficit, and sure enough, an ace serve right on cue. That was perfect. Overby from the center of the court to the position 5 corner on LVC's side. Nothing Evans could do. It is a 5-point Icemen deficit. Really good pass there by Evans. Marshman in the middle, blocked by Shields. Foot cover by Ramos. Hittable ball for Scherzin, and he's rejected. Poindexter and Nicholaw combine. That would have been a ridiculous point for Team LVC as Joby Ramos covered that ball off of his foot. But the 2-man wall of ice registers their first block of the match. Chicago back within 4, Overby serving again. Not yet anyway. New York's going to call timeout here. Coach CJ Dank of LVC wants to slow down the momentum just a bit. LVC still comfortably up by 4, but the momentum shifting towards the home team here ever so slightly. Out of the timeout, Kyle Overby serving again. Can Chicago continue to ride this run to get back into this first set? Rotation 1 received for New York. Scherzin the prominent option on the right side here. And a perfect timeout for Coach CJ Dank. getting some love from his sideline. We call that a coach's point in volleyball. You call a timeout, the other team immediately misses the serve. Sometimes the coaches will count that as one of their own in the stat sheet. And now a very dangerous moment. Nicolas Scherzin back to serve. Pretty good pass there by Nicholaw. Nicholaw chopped cross court, touched by Wickens on its way to the floor. And into serve, a substitution here, middle blocker for middle blocker, as Scott Sawicki, number 22 in white, comes in for Poindexter. Sawicki 6'8" out of Lindenwood. He's got a pretty gnarly jump serve if he can put it in the court. That's a really good one. Takes Evans out of the offense. Vari all the way down the line, dug by Sawicki. Back to New York. Vari again is shut down by Nicholaw. What a dig by Scott Sawicki. The middle blocker, fresh off the bench, making an incredible defensive play in position 5, and Chicago walks away with the point. That is a momentum turner for sure. And this set is far from over. It's 17 serving 20. Sawicki again, can he put it in play? Another good one. Beautiful pass by Owen Wickens. Evans down the line and out of bounds. Barely wide of the sideline. Good block put up by Griffin Shields. Might have forced the issue, but the run continues for Chicago. 18 serving 20. No timeout here from LVC. Rotation 2 receive. Scherzin might be coming out of the back row on offense. Sawicki again. This time the run is over on the service error, but brilliant work by Sawicki to grab 2 break points. So he'll go back to the bench. And Mike Marshman will serve for New York. Really good pass there by Merck. One-handed feed from Thomas to Shields. Dug by Ramos off the ceiling and out of bounds. That is such a special play by Sunil Thomas. Incredible one-handed feed, and Shields with some nice footwork to get his body behind that ball and put it away. Not over yet, 19-21. What can Shields do here? Pretty good pass from Evans. Leeson in the middle, tags the sideline, wrist away. Blake Leeson is so lightning fast. And both of his parents here in the crowd. You might be able to see them both wearing the flamingo hats in the bleachers. No shortage of LVC flamingo spirit. And it is the Flamingos who are on the doorstep here of taking set number 1, 22-19, Vari to serve. Really good serve off the ceiling. Lugo Rodriguez keeps it alive. Free ball here for LVC. Evans is shut down by Lugo Rodriguez. What a stuff block by the former LVC middle blocker. Amir played for LVC as recently as last season. And a massive block this time in the Chicago Icemen's favor from number 17 in white. Nicholaw back to serve, 20 serving 22. Good rip there by Nicholaw. Wickens passed it to the 3-meter line. Vari out of the back row, tipped down the line and dug by Merck. Shields down the line and he buries it. 1-point game. What a comeback effort from the Chicago Icemen, down 17-10. And an 11-5 run since then. Nicholaw serving for the tie. Incredible roller coaster of a first set already. And we've got so much more volleyball left to play still. Who can get this thing done late in the first? That ball by Nicholaw served out of bounds down the line. Evans to serve. He had those 2 aces earlier in the set, this time handled by Merck. Shields out of the back row, cross court. He missed it out of bounds. A crucial mistake there for Chicago in a decent looking offensive situation. That brings up set point for the New York Legion. Dave Evans at 24-21, trying to put this thing away. Can't do it right there as the tape gets in the way. Now it'll be Lugo Rodriguez to serve to keep the Icemen alive. 22 serving 24. Good pass by Wickens. Ramos, Scherzin, what a dig by Nicholaw. Oh, but it deflects off the ceiling and nobody from Chicago there to keep it alive, and that will do it. 25-22 in a very entertaining first set. LVC is on the board here in the championship match. Teams will change sides, maybe make some adjustments, chat about it in their huddles, see what little things they can change to try and gain an advantage in certain rotations. And we'll be right back with set number 2 in just a moment. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Rob St. Clair here live in the broadcast setup here in Chicago. Thanks very much for watching live on the VLA YouTube channel. Really entertaining set number 1 right there in this championship match. This right here, this is it. This is the trophy. This is what we're giving out to the winner of this match. It's been such a long season since January of this year. This is match 169 of the year, and it's the one with everything on the line. Either Chicago or New York is going to take this home. Chicago's got one that looks a lot like this that they earned last year. LVC has yet to win a major trophy since they helped to found the VLA 3 years ago. So the real question that I have here going into set number 2 is what lineup choices is Chicago going to make going out? Will they stay with the same way, Overby, Nicholaw, Poindexter, and Lugo Rodriguez in the middles, or will they change it up just a little bit? They've got 5 elite level outside hitters to choose from as I look over there into their lineup, or into their huddle, and 4 really good middle blockers. So difficult decisions for Tim Faulkner and company over on the Chicago side now, trailing 1-0. I expect no changes from Team LVC. These are their guys. Nick Scherzin with the elite professional experience. Blake Leeson, Mike Marshman, probably the best middle tandem in the league. And Joby Ramos orchestrating everything offensively. I don't expect anything to change on this New York side. They went up big there in the first set. 17-10 at one point was the score before the Icemen pushed the momentum back. So really dynamic back and forth game already going on here in this championship match, and there is so much left to go. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed here to the YouTube channel. Big red subscribe button, you can't miss it. That costs you nothing and will enable you to get in the YouTube live chat. I see a lot of people, a lot of familiar names and faces in there talking to us right now, which I love to see. So thank you all for watching the VLA championship match from all over the world. Let's get back to set number 2. Set number 2 getting ready to go. LVC's starting lineup has no changes. Neither does that of Chicago. Still Poindexter and Lugo Rodriguez in the middles and Overby and Nicholaw on the left sides. Chicago will start us off first serving in white and blue on the near side of your screen. LVC took the first set 25-22. They are 2 sets away from the title. Nicholaw to start us off, putting in the jump spinner. Pretty nice pass there by Wickens. Scherzin, cross court into the ceiling off the platform on Murk and can't be chased down by the Icemen bench, and New York is on the board here in set number 2. Can't say enough about Nicolas Scherzin's arm, just pure raw arm talent. We talk about it at the high levels of the game all the time. Do you just have the God-given ability to crank the ball as hard as you can with great hand contact? For Scherzin, the answer is absolutely. Lugo Rodriguez in the middle, crushed to the floor. Marshman just a split second late to shut down his former teammate. And we're tied up at 1 apiece. Good delivery there from Thomas. Scherzin again, good vision off the fingertips of the block and out of bounds. I mentioned Scherzin and Leeson for LVC, very, very good friends with Sunil Thomas of Chicago, but that time Scherzin utilizing Sunil Thomas's lack of size. It looks like they're having some words about it through the net. Ramos back to serve here for New York. Nice pass by Poindexter off the tape. Overby off speed. That ball was not touched by the block. So a break point there for New York on the attacking error. Bit of a lucky break for Ramos to have that serve trickle over the tape like that. But it is 3-1 New York here in set number 2. Not a good pass there by Nicholaw. Overby will have it out of system swing. Off the triple block and dug by Wickens. Scherzin in transition, rolls it down the line. Shields will have a swing out of the back row, and he's rejected by Marshman. Scherzin there as well, and a big-time block for New York. Negates a decent-looking transition chance for Chicago. It's 4-1 in set number 2. Nice defensive play there from the Rochester, New York native Owen Wickens, getting some recognitions from his sideline. Ramos again. Not a good pass there by Overby, taken out of system swing against 3 blockers, and he puts it away off the fingertips and out of bounds. That is a really good restorative shot right there for number 4 in white. Not a very good pass, but he atones by using the high fingertips of the block to his advantage. That's the name of the game in high-level volleyball. If you've got a good block in front of you, use it. Don't need to necessarily try to avoid it at all times. Let's see if Thomas can go on a run here from the service line. Early 2-point hole for Chicago. Cuts that one short and misjudged the distance. And lets LVC off the hook in rotation 1 to send their best server, Nicolas Scherzin, back to the line. And another serve out of bounds this time by Scherzin, so that certainly has not been the problem for Chicago. I've seen Scherzin single-handedly beat teams from the service line. Ask BYU, who Ohio State beat twice in a row in the national championship games in 2016 and 17. But Chicago here hasn't seen the best of Nick Scherzin serving yet. Here is Overby. Over the tape, handled by Evans. Vari on the right side, down the line, dug by Merck. Transition opportunity here. Shields off the block, covered by Poindexter. Shields again, deep cross court and perfect. Textbook volleyball right there from the Chicago Icemen. Force LVC into about a 75% shot on offense. Merck, the libero, made the play. Good recycle from Shields on the first swing to give himself the opportunity to score on the second. 4 serving 5. Good pass there by Scherzin. Marshman on the back 1. Nice block touch, slowed it down. But one of the 2 Chicago blockers touched the net on the way down, negated a very good transition chance. New York takes the point, Marshman back to serve, and Leeson into the front court. Marshman has been productive serving already in this match. Rotation 2 receive here for Chicago. Let's see who he targets. Goes after Nicholaw down the line, passed well off the net. What a set by Thomas to Shields. Covered off the block by Nicholaw. But Poindexter panics, gets out of the way of the ball, and nobody for Chicago there to make the second touch. Nice blocking right there for LVC. Leeson right in the middle of that one, and it's a 3-point lead at 7-4. Pretty good pass there from Overby, but the middle's out of the offense. Nicholaw down the line, dug by Ramos. Just barely too far towards our broadcast setup to be run down by Leeson. Nice range there from Nicholaw, utilizing that line swing. Poindexter back to serve. Leeson tipped in the middle. His former collegiate teammate Thomas makes the play, but Nicholaw is stuffed. Definitely two contacts there in coverage by Nicholaw, called immediately by our terrific up official Deb LaValle. Point LVC on the stuff block again. It is 8-5. And Chicago's serve reception has just not quite been there here lately. Difficult for them to pass the ball inside the 3-meter line to run the full offense. Vari again. That's a dime right there from Nicholaw. Nicholaw against the one-on-one, chopped down the line, 2 touches, right back on the net where it is put away by Amir Lugo Rodriguez. And now a substitution on the New York side, number 21, Ricky Vega. Can play both wings. Vega out of Springfield College in Western Massachusetts. He replaces Jordan Vari, so lined up as an opposite right now. I know Vari's been dealing with a little bit of shoulder issues, so he might just take a couple plays off here. Good high swing there from Evans to get the recovery. Wow, Ramos the setter with the long runway takes a swing at it on the second contact and puts it away cross court. What a fun play right there from the physical setter, the Hawaiian Joby Ramos. Lugo Rodriguez in the middle, crushed across his body. Good service reception there from Chicago. Enabled them to run the middle, but right now they need break points. 7 serving 9 for Mike Nicholaw. Very, very close. Nicholaw thought he might have had an ace serve, but called out of bounds, I think correctly so. Leeson back to serve right here, looking to extend. 10 serving 7. LVC already up 1-0 and inching ever closer to a season-long title. Good pass there by Merck. Shields crushed out of the back row, dug nicely by Vega. Scherzin in transition, cross court, missed it out of bounds. A rare, pure attacking error for number 9 in pink. Didn't catch the hands right there. And Chicago achieves the side out. Lugo Rodriguez back to serve against his former team. Scherzin on the repeat, perfectly put away on the left side that time. Nice choice there from Ramos to go immediately back to Scherzin right after Scherzin missed that ball out of bounds. That's an aspect of some setters that we call repeat setting that will appear in the scouting report occasionally. Here's Ramos. His float serve has been really effective this tournament. There it is, working on Overby down the line. Not a good pass right on cue. But Overby, pure physicality, straight over the top of a triple block. And Ricky Vega in at opposite right now, number 21 in pink, staying in for Jordan Vari. So that tells me that there's something moderately concerning about number 15's right shoulder. I know that he was dealing with some problems with that earlier. To take one of the most important players out in a championship match, there's got to be something going on. Still, though, LVC leads by 2. Thomas to serve here at 9-11. Rotation 1 receive on the New York side. Good rip there from Thomas up into the ceiling. Evans can't quite chase it down, and it's an ace serve. Sunil Thomas with the ripper gets his team back within 1. And not only does Thomas have international caliber pace on his serve, that one located brilliantly in the seam between the libero Wickens and the outside hitter Evans. Here's Thomas again. really going after that one, but the net gets in the way, and screams of delight for Team LVC. And here is Jordan Vari returning. So the LVC father figure back in at the opposite. Vega to the bench. He is done for the set. International substitution rules, you can't put a guy in off the bench 2 separate times within 1 set. Scherzin back to serve here. Merck fights it off. Overby will have a swing on the right side, and he's rejected by Vari. Coming over to complete the triple block with Marshman and Evans there as well. And service pressure right there by Scherzin paying dividends, excuse me. It's 13-10. This is not the server that Chicago wants to see in rotation 1 receive. Good pass right there by Merck. Shields tip deep, run down by Scherzin. Transition chance quickly out to Evans, who's blocked and covered by Wickens. Marshman in the middle, nice touch by Lugo Rodriguez, or Poindexter, excuse me, to slow it down. Overby on the right side, high off the hands and out of bounds. What a clutch block touch right there by Brandon Poindexter. That was a very good transition look. Ramos went to Mike Marshman, but Poindexter deflected it up so that his team could respond in transition. Big play there for Icemen to stay within striking distance. It's 11 serving 13. Overby back to serve. Good rip there by Overby, but an even better pass. Vari on the right side, down the line and out of bounds. So a little too much shoulder action inside to out that time. Vari not quite able to tag the sideline, and a very good pass by Evans is not capitalized upon. We've got a 1-point game here in the second set. And not a good piece of hand contact there from Overby. Misses that serve short. Now it is Marshman's turn. (14 serving 12). Chicago hanging around, but have been unable to get a lead. Can Marshman extend it for New York? Heck of a serve right there, handled by Overby. All the way to the right side to Shields, off the block and just out of bounds. And that is a matchup that if I were Chicago, I would want to look for as much as possible. Dave Evans, a terrific athlete, but objectively a small blocker at only 6 feet tall. And Shields at 6'8" can go right over the top of him. And I think Sunil Thomas starting to figure that out. Here is Poindexter serving, 1-point Chicago deficit. Vari on the right side is shut down by Nicholaw. Lugo Rodriguez there as well, and we are tied. What a move by number 12 in white to shut down Vari's line and tie us up at 14 apiece. Poindexter again, the energy levels increasing here in this gym in Chicago. Wow, what a dig by Thomas against Leeson, but couldn't quite be controlled, out of bounds on the New York side. Vari for New York misses that serve short that time. A little bit of breathing room here for Chicago, at least as a release of the usually suffocating LVC service pressure. Tied up at 15. Let's see if Shields can break the tie. May have been going out of bounds. Passed perfectly though by Scherzin. Evans through the block of Thomas and down on the Chicago side. Good pass by Nicholaw down the line. What a block by Thomas. Oh my goodness. Sunil Thomas, the front court setter against his longtime friend and teammate Blake Leeson, comes out of nowhere to shut down the overpass swing, and that is a massive break for Chicago. off of what looked like it should have been an easy LVC point. Huge 2-point swing right there. Nicholaw back to serve, 16 all. Pretty good pass there by Wickens. Scherzin slowed down by the block, transition chance, but Scherzin initiates the joust and beats Thomas down on the Chicago side, and Overby kicking himself about passing that deflection too tight on the net. Leeson to serve here for New York, and I'm not kidding, every single one of these LVC servers has the potential to be really scary. Great pass right there. Lugo Rodriguez in the middle is slowed down. Transition opportunity for Scherzin. Tipped into the block and rejected. Is that Sunil Thomas again? Unbelievable. Lugo Rodriguez was there, but I think that's Sunil Thomas with 2 straight blocks on his very good friends and collegiate teammates. And Team LVC, despite being tied up at 17, feels the momentum slipping away. They called timeout here, getting very interesting in the second set of this championship match. Out of the timeout, Lugo Rodriguez serving for Chicago. Rotation 6, receive on the New York side. Ramos, the front court setter, tied up at 17. Huge moment, this upcoming sequence in this match. Good scoop there by Nicholaw. Shields takes a swing and puts it away cross court for the lead. What an offensive play. Mike Nicholaw somehow gets underneath that ball in position 6, and Chicago takes advantage immediately to take the lead, 18-17. Not a good pass there by Evans. Scherzin chopped off the triple block, and it falls in position 4 on the Chicago side. Tied at 18, but now it's Chicago with a narrow advantage. Ramos serving. Good blocking rotations here for LVC. Not a very good pass by Nicholaw, Overby, excuse me. Nice tip read by Wickens defensively. Nicholaw keeps that ball off the floor. Overby again. Dug by Wickens one more time, but can't be controlled. Kyle Overby, very, very clutch, and we've got a substitution in here. Dave Hancock, a backup middle blocker, in for Griffin Shields at opposite. And I know Hancock has played some opposite, including just this past year in the Czech Republic, but a very interesting substitution. I wonder if Shields is feeling 100%. Hancock in, number 16 in white. Thomas back to serve for Chicago. Marshman tipped to the floor quickly in the middle. Poindexter can't believe that he didn't get there in time. But number 12 in pink finds the floor, and Scherzin back to serve. This is a pivotal moment in this set and in this championship match. Can Chicago get Nico Scherzin off the line? Good pass by Merck. Poindexter in the middle, missed it out of bounds. An absolutely crucial hitting error off a perfect pass from the best server in the gym. A pure, unforced error. LVC takes the lead, 20-19. Hancock, freshly inserted at opposite. We'll get a look here on the left side in this rotation. He's gonna have to take this swing, or at least try and send over a free ball. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that. I thought that ball might have come inside the antennas. But the call will stand. LVC's point. I really thought Hancock got that ball. Chicago gonna call timeout right here. LVC is slowly pushing this lead on the serve of their best player. 21-19 in the second. Timeout, Chicago. Out of the timeout, Nicolas Scherzin serving. 21-19, must side-out situation for the Chicago Icemen. Really good pass by Nicholaw. Hancock takes a swing, gets the ball back. Free ball opportunity here. Poindexter in the middle, puts it to the floor. What a clutch swing by Dave Hancock. Not in his usual position, in at opposite. Takes a really good out-of-system rip on the left side and generates that opportunity. And now in Matt Slavinsky, number 6 in white and blue, two-time national champion at Carthage College in NCAA Division III this year and last year. Slavinsky was terrific at the VLA Cup in his debut with Chicago. Slavinsky into serve for Kyle Overby. Serving 21. Slavinsky fresh off the bench, puts in a heater. Handled by Evans. Marshman on the back one, right on the sideline. What a piece of offense that is. That is such a good set by Joby Ramos. Slavinsky will go immediately back to the bench. Overby back in for Chicago, and a service substitution here for New York. The legendary Eric Martin, 50 years of age, number 13 in pink, 5'5". Still playing at this level, into serve and play some defense. Nicholaw inside the block and down. And Martin will go promptly back to the bench. Another substitution, this time for Chicago. Scott Sawicki in for Brandon Poindexter. We saw this same service substitution in the first set, and it worked out quite well for the Icemen. 22, excuse me. Sawicki needs this one right here. Rotation 3 received for Team LVC. Sawicki misses that serve short, a crucial error. The substitution will be undone. New York is 2 points away. Some very interesting substitutions here late in the second set for both teams. Vari trying to go down the line, missed it out of bounds. That'll send Dave Hancock to serve for Chicago for his first opportunity from the line. What service choice is he gonna go with? Jump spin or jump float to keep it in play? 22 serving 23. It will be the jump spin. He does put it in play. Passed off the net by Scherzin. Evans blocked by Lugo Rodriguez and covered. Evans blocked again, dug by Merck. Transition chance, Nicholaw for the tie, puts it away. What a dig by Colin Merck, just perfect by number 3 in black for Chicago. And Nicholaw terminates to tie us up at 23 all. Good serve there from Hancock. Can he do it again? We will have to wait and see, because CJ Denk of New York is going to call timeout. 23 all the drama you could ask for in set 2 of this championship match. I think I just heard CJ Denk coach of LVC, say, how much fun is this? CJ couldn't agree more. This is just a blast. This whole season's been incredibly entertaining. This match is just the best. I love what we're seeing here, and this is a monumental point. Hancock serving out of the timeout. He keeps it in play, and sent over by Ramos on the second contact and down. What a play for Team LVC. Joby Ramos, the front court setter, barely rescues that ball as it was on its way to the antenna, and it lands on the Chicago sideline. Crucial rescue by the New York setter. 24-23, set point New York for Dave Evans. Good pass. Pipe combination to Overby. Off the defense and out of bounds. What a clutch piece of serve reception by number 4 in white. Extra points, overtime here in the second. Must win by 2, 24 all. Nicholaw to serve. Ace serve, oh my goodness, Mike Nicholaw tags it off of Evans' platform. I think there was a little indecision on if that ball was gonna be in bounds or not. LVC is out of timeouts. It's 25-24 Chicago. They've fought off a set point. Now they have one of their own. Can Nicholaw put it away? Good serve. Scherzin to stay alive. Dug by Merck. Overby for the set. Gets his own rebound. Nicholaw sends it over and puts it away. No way. What a scramble. Unbelievable block coverage. And in emphatic fashion, Chicago equalizes the match. They take set number 2, 26-24. Unbelievable block coverage sequence. Mike Nicholaw is the hero for now. We're tied up at 1, and there is so much volleyball left to be played. Oh my goodness, what a match so far. Wow, I don't have that much to say to you right now, ladies and gentlemen. What a treat we have here in this championship match. Chicago doing some really interesting things with their lineup. They brought Dave Hancock in at opposite. We saw Matt Slavinsky only as a service sub. We saw Scott Sawicki as a service sub. And sure enough, it pays off 26-24 with all the drama in the world to win set number 2 and equalize this championship match. LVC far from done. There's still a lot of good things going on that side of the floor, but I'm kind of surprised at the relative quietness of Nicolas Scherzin right now. Has yet to really get going from the service line, and he's not the prominent part of the offense that I thought that he would be, especially out of the back row. We've barely seen the pipe combination at all for Team LVC. I wonder if that's something that they're talking about right now as I look over at their huddle. These two teams, despite not having played each other this year, have been playing against each other since long before the VLA existed. Tim Faulkner's Icemen and Chris Hosley's New York Legion know each other extremely well. There are very nuanced decisions and adjustments being made on both sidelines right now, and I'm fascinated to see how that's going to manifest itself in set number 3. At least 2 more sets of volleyball to decide the trophy, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Set number 3 coming right up. Set number 3 coming your way live from Chicago at the 2022 Volleyball League of America Championships. I'm Rob St. Clair bringing you the championship match between the New York Legion and the Chicago Icemen. Already tons of drama as Chicago took the second set in extra points, 26-24. It'll be Joby Ramos, the setter for New York, starting us off serving in pink on the near side of your screen. And he starts it off with a rare service error, especially considering the float service choice. Chicago on the board first. Nicholaw, the late hero in set number 2, back to serve right here. He ripped an ace to get Chicago that set point, but can't follow it up this time. Scherzin back to serve. I mentioned in the break that he's been a little bit quiet. A loud burst right there from the service line. Hancock gets the start at opposite. He runs it down. Free ball opportunity here for LVC. Marshman in the middle puts it away. No doubt about that one. Good choice there from Joby Ramos on the free ball, and New York takes the lead. Wow, what a rocket by Scherzin, kept alive by Nicolas. Hancock out of the back row, rolled, kept alive. But Scherzin sends it underneath the net where it couldn't be brought back. And a real question for Chicago is, with Dave Hancock at opposite, do they still have that right side presence in all 6 rotations, including out of the back row? And a good sign right there for number 16 in white. Hugo Rodriguez back to serve as we clean up the floor on the New York side. Tied up at 2 here in the third. Scherzin out of the back row. Not a bad defensive touch, but a net violation by Kyle Overby. And sure enough, just like I kind of called for in between the sets there, we haven't seen that backcourt pipe combination to Scherzin hardly at all in this match, and there is one. It's an aspect of any high-level offense, but especially when you have a weapon like Scherzin, something that LVC cannot afford to not use. It's just too valuable, and their coaching staff figuring that out on the fly. 3 serving 2 for Marshman. Good pass there by Nicolau. Overby exploding down the line. What a hammer by number 4 in white. Beautiful delivery by Thomas as well. Kyle Overby looking awfully good in this match right now. The tallest of Chicago's many great outside hitter options at 6'6". That ball ripped by Thomas from the service line, well out of bounds. That'll send Jordan Vari. And similarly quiet, Vari, both attacking and serving, hasn't been all that much of a factor just yet for LVC. We know he's dealing with a little bit of a right shoulder issue. Good serve there from Vari, passed off the net by Merck. Overby cross court, dug by Vari. Hittable ball for Scherzin, who's dug by Thomas. Overby, dug by Scherzin again. Good transition chance here. Leeson is covered by Evans. Oh, quick play there for LVC. Wow, Ramos lightning fast to Leeson on the second chance, who throws it quickly to the floor. Fun rally right there. One on a break point by New York. Vari back to serve again against Chicago's rotation 1. Poindexter in the middle, cross body, missed it out of bounds. Wow, out, never mind, overruled. All right, inbounds is the call. Initial call by the line judge was out, overruled by our official. Poindexter does get the kill and Chicago the point. Overby back to serve, trailing by 1. Good pass there by Scherzin. Scherzin out of the back row, perfectly located right on the sideline in position 5. And sure enough, that backcourt combination, 2 for 2 here in the 3rd set. And you better believe that LVC is not slowing down with that offensive play. Scherzin out of the front court, though, as Evans goes back to serve. Good pass there by Overby. Hancock over the block, dug by Evans. Wickens will set Scherzin against 3 blockers, chopped down the line and dug by Thomas. Hancock again, looking for hands this time, dug by Evans again. Scherzin gets the block touch on its way out of bounds. Good high flat swing right there by number 9 in pink. He was not looking for the court. All he wanted was the deflection off the block and out of bounds. And he nailed it. Perfect pass there by Merck. Poindexter in the middle is stuffed straight down. What a block by Blake Leeson. A brilliant read, and Scherzin was there as well. That was an easy read for the New York block. Shut down Poindexter. It is 8 serving 4, make it 8-5. Evans went for the changeup there, missed it short, not particularly close. Perfect pass there from Wickens. Vari crushed out of the back row. Beautiful set by Ramos. Gave him a 1-on-none opportunity. Blocking mistake there from Nicholaw for sure. And a wide open net. You better believe Vari's going to put that one away. Nine serving 5 with Leeson back to serve. Decent pass there by Merck. Nicolau tipped through the block and down. Nice set there from Thomas all the way across the court, but utilizing the matchup against the shorter blocker, Joby Ramos, at only about 6'1". Hancock to serve here for the Icemen, going with the jump spinner. Puts some pressure on Evans that time. What a stuff block! Lugo Rodriguez in the middle of that one. I think Mike Nicolau got a good amount of it. And the 3-man ice wall shuts down Nick Scherzin. Excellent service pressure from Hancock, who has served the ball extremely well since coming in late in set number 2 at opposite for Shields. Oh, really close there from Hancock. I think barely out of bounds wide. And a wet spot on the floor for LVC that will attend to as Ramos goes back to prepare to serve. Rotation 4 receive here for Chicago. Thomas, the front court setter, can throw this ball down if he wants to. Instead feeds Nicolau. No block opportunity. What a set by Sunil Thomas. Totally fooled the block of LVC. Jordan Vari bit on the middle, and Nicolau knew it before he even made contact with that ball. Beautiful offensive play for Chicago. They do still trail by 2, however. Conservative serve there from Nicolau. Fed to Marshman, blocked and covered. Scherzin, sharp cross court and in. What an angle by number 9 in pink. That was remarkable. Out of system as well. Sees the double block, understands that he's got space inside of it cross court and puts it away. That is a special swing. (11 serving 8, LVC leads. Scherzin back to serve, looking to extend. Icemen desperately needing a first ball side out. What a serve. Kept alive by Overby. He'll have a swing here. Blocked and covered by Hancock. Ooh, tricky there from Lugo Rodriguez. Overby wins the joust. But a hittable opportunity here for Evans against 3 blockers. And he's absolutely clamped by Lugo Rodriguez. Ooh, Marshman on the LVC side trying to tell his guys, settle down, but there's no settling down on the Chicago Icemen side. That, it might be the block of the match right there. Incredible volleyball right here from both teams. This match is amazing. Float serve there from Lugo Rodriguez, handled well. Vari cross court off Hancock and out of play. Nice delivery there from Ramos. Mike Marshman back to serve, a 3-point game. Shank pass by Nicholaw and an ace serve for Marshman. The roars in delight for Team LVC. Trying to take that momentum back, and they extend their lead to 4. What a serve by Marshman. Can he do it again? Rotation 6 receive here for Chicago. Perfect pass by Nicholaw. Overby crushed over the block, off the defense and out of play, straight over the top. And Kyle Overby really flexing that physicality. The contact point on number 4 in white is off the charts. Thomas back to serve. Chicago still with some work to do. It's funny, the momentum feels balanced right now, but LVC leads by 3. Good serve by Thomas. Scherzin out of the back row on the pipe combination again. Makes the first and the third contacts and puts it away. Just true professionalism from number 9 in pink. It all started with that piece of service reception, a part of Scherzin's game that really is quite underrated. He's a phenomenal ball control player. Ooh, that's served by Vari. I thought it might trickle over the tape, but not that time. Chicago within 3 once again, but searching for break points. LVC's side-out offense has been extremely efficient the last 10 points or so. Here's Overby. Not a good pass there by Scherzin. He will get a swing out of the back row, however, and puts it away through a tiny seam in the block. And down. What a luxury it is to have Nicolas Scherzin as an outlet all over the court. Dave Evans back to serve. Had a run of aces in the first set that helped LVC separate. Good pass there by Overby. Hancock blasted over the block and down cross court. Dave Hancock at opposite for the first time this VLA season at least has looked awfully good since coming in. And now Scott Sawicki for Chicago in off the bench to serve for Poindexter. We've seen this substitution in every set so far. Good rip there by Sawicki, handled nicely by Wickens. Good read by Thomas over the top on the off speed, but a net violation against the Chicago block. I assume that it was Lugo Rodriguez, and the service substitution will be undone. Still some conversations around that net violation call. It certainly wasn't an obvious one, but LVC does take the point. Leeson back to serve. That ball missed out of bounds. Overby spinning. I don't think he touched it. No, I really don't think he touched that ball. Out of bounds is the call. No touch detected. Wait, never mind. Our line judge on the far side did detect a touch, so Overby spinning with his platform on a ball that would have been out of bounds, touched it on its way. So that'll be an ace serve for LVC. An interesting turn of events right there. 17-12. Can Leeson do it again? That was a foot fault as well as a service error into the net. Here is Hancock. Cut short serve, well handled by Evans, but he's out of the offense. Marshman is blocked. That has to be a lift. None called, but Lugo Rodriguez pounds it to the floor anyway. Good change-up serve there by Hancock, and a break point for Chicago. Gets them back within 3, 14-17. Still anybody's game here in the third. LVC receiving in rotation 6. Ramos the front court setter, but he'll go back to serve here after that ball sprayed out of bounds by Hancock. Ramos serving for Team LVC. This has been a productive service rotation for them. The float serve working down the line, not well handled by Overby. Hancock will take a swing out of the back row. Nice recycle. Merck platform setting to Nicholaw, who challenges the block and gets the deflection out of bounds. That is such a smart play by Dave Hancock to softly tap that ball into the block to intentionally get it back on his side and can be recovered. And generates a better scoring chance, which was taken by Nicholaw. High-level stuff right there. Nicholaw back to serve, trailing by 3. Really good pass by Evans. Scherzin blocked by Overby and can't be covered. I think that set might have slipped through Ramos's hands just a little bit. Didn't come off exactly where Scherzin wanted it, and Overby was there. We will swap out the volleyball. The rotation 1 receive again for LVC. Nicholaw and Chicago within 2. Really good serve again, but a dime by Owen Wickens. Scherzin on the right side, missed it out of bounds. He's begging for the touch. I really didn't see one. And rotation 1, a little bit of a pain point for LVC right now, as it is a 1-point game here in the third set. Nicholaw serving, 17-18. Ooh, close to that position 5 corner, but definitely out of bounds. And now this might be the moment for Nicolas Scherzin right here, 19-17. Massive point right here. If Chicago can side out, they've still got a very serious chance. LVC looking to, oh my goodness. What a serve. Nicolas Scherzin rips an ace to the position 5 sideline and then holds up the touch sign. He really thinks that he got that kill a couple points ago. Hasn't forgotten about it, but earned it back right there. What a perfect serve. 20-17, no timeout here from Chicago. Another ace serve. Scherzin again with the stare down. And it would be crazy for Chicago not to call timeout right here. The banter between the two sides. CJ Denk daring Faulkner to call a timeout, which he absolutely does. 21-17, Chicago has successfully frustrated Nicolas Scherzin and woken him up. Scherzin to serve out of the timeout. Continues to put the pressure on. Overby with the swing, down the line and out of bounds. And the run continues. Nicolas Scherzin and Team LVC are running away with this. 22-17. It's been so competitive until a couple calls didn't go the way Nick Scherzin wanted them to. And sure enough, I see the note in the chat, poked the bear. Absolutely, Nick Scherzin has woken up despite that service error right there. 22-18. Slavinsky, number 6 in white and blue, in off the bench to serve. Good pass there by Wickens. Evans off the block of Thomas and out of bounds. Mike Marshman for New York, 2 points away. They have separated here late in the third on the Nicolas Scherzin service run. Cut short serve there by Marshman, takes Overby out of the play. Chased down by Thomas, not going to be brought back. I don't know if that'll go down in the stat sheet as an ace, but it certainly should. Nice execution there by Marshman. That brings up set point Team LVC. Marshman to serve, rotation 6 receive here for Chicago. LVC zeroing in on a 2-1 lead, and they get it in style with the Mike Marshman service ace right down the line. That was a beauty, and LVC takes the third set convincingly. It was a lot closer than the score seems at 25-18. LVC sprinted to the finish line there at the end, and they are 1 set away from a championship. 25-18. LVC takes the lead in the match. We'll change sides and be right back with set number 4. Don't go anywhere. We're handing out some hardware. Could it be at the end of set 4, or are we going to the tiebreaker? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Rob St. Clair here during the break. This is it. This is what's on the line. We're getting closer and closer to giving this thing to somebody. Chicago's got one of these already. They are desperately thirsty for another one, but they're going to have to use 5 sets if they want to do it. This has been a ridiculously competitive match, so tight until that late run from LVC in the second set where they really pulled it away. It's been interesting. We talked in the last break about LVC wanting to use Nicolas Scherzin more. He had been quiet. Consider him awake. Let's be very clear about that. That service run he went there on at the end is a man who just refuses to lose that third set. And if the Icemen want to come back and force 5 here, they're going to have an answer for number 9 in pink for sure. Questions again about the Chicago lineup. Do they keep Dave Hancock at opposite? Do they keep the middles the same? Do they keep the outside hitters the same? You know you're going to see Sunil Thomas and Colin Merck, but everywhere else there are some really good options just waiting for the call on the Chicago bench. So do they make any changes with the season on the line? We will see in just a moment as we get ready for set number 4. Thanks very much for watching. A lot more good volleyball coming. Stay with us. Set number 4 underway. Chicago trails 2-1. Mike Nicholaw with the serve and a defensive play there for a breakpoint opportunity. Overby dug by Wickens. Scherzin tipped out of the back row. Nice stab. Hittable ball for Hancock, but he's dug easily. Evans rejected by Thomas. What a cover. Ramos, the center, takes a swing. What a play for Team LVC. Great volleyball on both sides right there, but Joby Ramos with the fullest windup takes a rip at it as a front court setter and puts it away. LVC on the board here in the 4th. Perfect pass there by Overby. Overby down the line, dug by Vari, but couldn't be controlled. Wow, the intensity level of this match has only just continued to go up. I thought the level in set 1 was sky high. This is insane. Oh, what a lucky break. Amir Luga Rodriguez gets the tape trickler ace serve. Really nothing LVC can do about that. That is pure good fortune if you are a Chicago fan. Luga Rodriguez, who played for LVC just last year, victimizing his former team with that serve right there. 2-1 in the 4th. Can Chicago force a tiebreaker for the title? Man, what drama that would be. Good pass there by Wickens. Leeson in the middle, thrown to the floor through the block and down. And Leeson and Ramos talking about that connection. I feel like Leeson could have pounded that ball if he had wanted to. But saw the space and found it the easy way. 2 apiece, Leeson back to serve. No lineup changes for Chicago, by the way. Hancock still in it opposite. Here is Thomas. The Chicago setters had a really good match, including serving. Scherzin in the front court right now on the left side for Team LVC. Decent pass by Scherzin. He'll get this ball in between 3 blockers and right on the sideline. Cross court, he puts it away. That is an incredible swing. To make an international caliber triple block look invisible like that takes something really, really special. Ramos to serve. Good pass by Overby. Poindexter in the middle, gets his own rebound. Overby with a swing chance, dug by Ramos, but out of bounds and can't be pursued legally by Vari. That's a pretty lucky break there for Chicago, as I think that ball popped up just back off of Poindexter's head. Chicago takes a 4-3 lead after that eventful side out of rotation 1. Speaking of rotation 1, here it is for New York. And that serve missed by Overby, not particularly close. Scherzin's turn at the service line. We saw what we did his last chance. He ripped 2 aces in a row to really create that separation at the end of set 3. What can he do right here? Good pass there by Overby, just perfect. Hancock on the right side, deep cross court and perfect. What a pass. Brilliant service reception by Kyle Overby. And Hancock looking awfully comfortable on that right side for Chicago. Played middle blocker collegiately at Purdue, but has played a little bit of opposite throughout his career, including more recently this past season in the Czech Republic. Good block touch there against Scherzin. Transition chance. Nicolas will take a high ball swing, and he tools the block out of bounds. What an awesome block touch. Amir Luga Rodriguez made the read against the Scherzin pipe combination, and credit to Brandon Poindexter for that first contact on the Chicago side. 6'4" Icemen. Pipe combination again is stuffed straight down. A little bit of a traffic jam on the LVC side there. Scherzin was really the only option, and all three Chicago blockers were there to slam the door. 7 serving 4 now. Surprising number of break points on Brandon Poindexter's service rotation for the Icemen. Really good pass there by Evans. Back to Vari on the right side, tipped through the block of Nicholaw and out of play. And a much needed side out for the New York Legion. Marshman here for Team LVC. He sealed the deal in set number 3 with an ace. What can he do here? Wow, what a pass by Overby. Lugo Rodriguez in the middle. That is an awesome first ball side out. Kyle Overby diving to his left, putting that ball right on the 3-meter line, and a pretty gifted connection there between Thomas and Lugo Rodriguez, which has been under construction the entire season. It is really fun to watch these two guys together. Lugo Rodriguez coming over to Chicago this offseason, at least in VLA terms. He took the head coaching or full-time assistant coaching position at Northwestern University in nearby Evanston, hence the move to the Midwest. Wow, Dave Hancock, what a serve down the line. He tags the sideline in position 5. Wow, I really did not expect to see Hancock at opposite this match. I expected him to start the match at middle blocker, and he's been a huge value add since coming in. 9-5 Chicago's lead. Oh, I can't believe that didn't tag a piece of the end line. LVC had no chance to touch that ball. They could only pray it was out of bounds, and fortunately for New York, it was. Vari back to serve. Perfect pass by Nicolas. Lugo Rodriguez is shut down. What a stuff block by Blake Leeson. Huge one-on-one commit and nowhere for Amir to go. Massive momentum turning point for New York. 7 serving 9, back within 2. Vari again. Good pass there by Overby. Repeat set is blocked again. Blake Leeson's got 2 in a row. And I love that knowledge of the scouting report, knowing that Thomas is going to go right back to Lugo Rodriguez, and all 3 of those guys smiling about it right now, knowing that they've just been outplayed. What an individual effort by Blake Leeson. 1-point game, 8 serving 9. Really good pass again by Overby, not to be denied a 3rd time. Thomas straight back to Lugo Rodriguez, who does put it away. Man, Kyle Overby is passing the lights out right now. Very impressed by his first contact. And Thomas and Lugo Rodriguez just refusing to be denied on that middle connection. Nicholaw back to the line, 2-point Chicago lead. That serve missed just out of bounds by Nicholaw. Well watched by Scherzin. And the net gets in the way there on the serve of Evans, so the team's trading service errors. Lugo Rodriguez, a float server. I expect him to keep this ball in play. Oh, unfortunately I jinxed him. A rare float service error for number 17 in white, and the exchanging of service errors continues. 10 serving 11. Leeson is not going to be conservative here, to say the least. Tough pass by Nicholaw. Overby will step into set, rolled over by Hancock to take the setter out of the play. Scherzin tipped into the block, a net violation being begged for by LVC, but it ends up not mattering as Overby hit the ball out of bounds. And LVC amongst many other things, do have a reputation for complaining about officiating. That is something that they're certainly known for, and something that I'll never understand is if you end up winning a point, why would you complain about a call? CJ Dank taking control of his bench, making sure everyone's in order. We've got a tie game on our hands at 11 apiece. Good pass there by Merck. Platform set from Thomas to Overby. Over the block, dug by... Oh, wow, what a set from Scherzin, and it turns into a New York point. Wow, that all happened so fast, I didn't even give a chance to say. Dave Evans dug that ball brilliantly, and Scherzin got clean hands on it even after the deflection from the ceiling. Jordan Vari with the ceiling kill, and LVC takes the lead. Leeson again, more service pressure, scrambling from Chicago. Poindexter loses the joust, and Leeson for the Flamingos is putting the team on his back right now from the service line. It's 13 serving 11. What a run New York is on right now. Chicago would give anything to side out of this rotation. They're gonna have to earn it. Unless Leeson does that, he lets them off the hook, but a very good trip to the line. Sunil Thomas back to serve. Now the momentum is flipped significantly. The Icemen trail. Good rip right there, but an even better pass by Wickens, and the center dump from Ramos through the block and down. What an awesome pass right there. Owen Wickens, number 25 in black, right on Ramos's head. You can't do it any better than that. Ramos with the smart setter dump choice in the second contact. He goes back to serve now to the backcourt with Vari to the front. 14-12, LVC leads in the fourth. Spin serve this time from Ramos, working on Overby. Overby on the right side, rattles it through the block and into the bleachers. Crucial side out right there for Chicago to get out of rotation one immediately. Kyle Overby to serve. Another service error from Chicago this time. LVC leads 2-1 and 15-13, and look who's going back to serve. Can Nick Scherzin grab another one? What a pass by Merck. Hancock destroyed on the right side. And that is a brilliant piece of service reception by a world-class libero, Colin Merck, for the Chicago Icemen, right on Thomas's head. Getting a shout out from his teammates for that. And in to serve off the bench, Scott Sawicki for Brandon Poindexter once again. Can Sawicki put this serve in play? Too many errors here lately on the Chicago side. And another one from Sawicki as he will go disappointed back to the bench. Pressure is on the Icemen right now. 16-14 they trail. Marshman understands his team's position, is looking to attack. That is an attack for sure. Out of system swing coming here from Nicholaw. He puts it through the block and down on the New York side somehow. I don't know how he found that space. I do not know what we could possibly be talking about with the officials right now. very interesting. Some kind of high-level gamesmanship that's going right over my head to complain about whatever happened on that last play. (15-16), Chicago within one, but they've got to put a serve in the court. Way too many errors these last few trips. Hancock keeps that one in play. Perfect pass by Scherzin. Leeson in the middle, dug briefly by Merck. Sent over as a free ball, and it scores! No way! I think that was Mike Nicholaw with a random side-armed flipper. And one of the most eventful kills of Nicolaw's career for sure, to tie us up at 16 all. All it took was a serve in the court by Hancock. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. Played by Scherzin. Nicholaw wins the joust, still alive for Ramos. And a net touch, or sorry, a back row blocker call against LVC correctly. Definitely the right call. Ramos, a backcourt player right now. He can't go up and engage in that joust play. Yeah, a little confusion there briefly, but good call by our up official, Deb LaValle. 17-16, Chicago takes the lead. Hammer by Hancock, handled by Scherzin. Vari off the block and out of bounds, somehow finds that deflection with that wrist away spin. Tied up at 17, so a good answer from the Icemen to be able to serve a couple balls in play and respond. LVC, still very much in control. One of their mainstays, Jordan Vari, back to serve. Good one there, handled nicely by Nicholaw. Nicholaw cross court on the left side, missed it out of bounds. That ball may be overset by Thomas, just a little too far outside, and a big missed opportunity there off a perfect pass for Chicago, and they're gonna call a timeout right here. 18-17 New York. Up 2-1, and a good first ball side out chance not taken advantage of by the Icemen. Timeout late here in the fourth set with the championship on the line. Jordan Vari for Team LVC has worn the flamingo pink and black for so many years, long before the Volleyball League of America, still doing it at the elite levels. Can he deliver his team a championship right now? Insurance point would be massive. Good pass there by Overby out of the timeout. Nicholaw, dug by Scherzin. Vari is shut down by Nicholaw and Lugo Rodriguez. A massive stuff block for the Chicago Icemen to tie us up at 18 apiece. That was a good transition look for LVC, but an even better block. Nicholaw back to serve. Another Chicago service error. Nicholaw tossed that one too far out in front of him. And I think Nicholaw might have knocked his knee on the floor and produced a little bit of blood. So we got to make sure we can get that cleaned up before we continue. So a really good dramatic match comes to a bit of a halt right about here. Yeah, Nicholaw definitely bleeding from his knee. So we'll make sure we get that sorted out, and the teams will have plenty of time to talk some things over. This won't be a timeout charged to either team. Fortunately, we have Tim Faulkner, our fearless leader of the Chicago Icemen, to the rescue. He's going to give Nicholaw something for his knee, and he's going to attend to the floor. Oh yeah, Nicolas is going to be just fine. His knee, no functional problems at all. Just broke the skin a little bit as he banged his knee on the ground just that last time. So no concerns, just got to clean everything up really quickly. All right, Nicholaw looks to be okay. Did we get the floor taken care of? Yes, we did. So we're just about ready to get back to action. Thanks for bearing with us. LVC did take that point on the Nicholaw service error, so the score is 19-18. Dave Evans will be the server. Nick Scherzin to the front court to block for LVC. This might be a time for Blake Leeson to really make an impact on this match in the breakpoint category. Let's see if he can pick up a key block. Getting down to the business end of the championship match in set 4. Can Chicago force a fifth, or will New York take the trophy? Good pass there by Merck out of the delay. Overby down the line, over rotates and missed it out of bounds. That is a difficult pill to swallow for Chicago. A pretty good pass and an uncharacteristic, just unforced error. We will switch volleyballs and Evans will put it in play again, now with a 2-point lead. Chicago has come back from this already in this set, but they are running out of time. Oh, what a pass by Merck. Overby on the repeat, no doubt about that one. What a set by Sunil Thomas. Both the execution and the choice to put total trust in Overby and go right back to him like that. And now a service substitution for Chicago. Matt Slavinsky, number 6 in white and blue, the outside hitter out of Carthage, in to serve this time, replaces Lugo Rodriguez. 1 point Chicago deficit. New York can side out and win this championship, leading 20-19 and receiving. What a serve by Slavinsky. Scherzin high inside the block, cross court, and terminated. What an incredible 2-contact sequence for number 9 in pink. That was a bullet of a serve from Slavinsky that was swallowed up. And we're going to undo the service substitution here momentarily. I think Nicolau is sliding a knee pad over that knee. Yep, that's what he's doing. No concerns. Everything's all good. 21-19 LVC lead. Looking all good right now for their championship hopes. They need 4 side outs, but a point on the serve here at Blake Leeson would be massive. Good adjustment from Leeson to the toss. Overby again, over the block of the smaller Ramos and to the floor. Nice set once again by Sunil Thomas from his knees. And speaking of Thomas, he will go back to serve in a season-defining moment right here for the Chicago Icemen. Can they do this? Can they make this comeback? Everybody here in Chicago on the edge of their seats. Good serve. Marshman crushed in the middle. Perfect pass by Dave Evans. And the feed from Joby Ramos crushed by number 12 in pink. 22-20. LVC is 3 points away. They can taste the trophy. Ramos keeps that in play with the float serve, handled by Overby, all the way to the outside to Hancock, rolled over the top. Play is made. Scherzin for the transition swing, and he puts it away again. Somehow finds a tiny weakness in the block and exploits it out of bounds for a crucial 3-point New York lead. It's 23-20. What a massive break point right there. Timeout Chicago, their final of the set. New York is 2 points away.
setup right there.
Out of the timeout, this might be a championship defining point. Chicago must side out. 23-20, Joby Ramos for the New York Legion. Not a great pass from Overby. He's got a swing on the right side, and he puts it away through the block and on the end line. And Chicago is still alive. 21-23, but they need points on their serve right here. Rotation 1 received for LVC might be the one to give a couple up. You gotta think this ball's going to Scherzin on the right side. Oh, so close by Overby, but just wide of the sideline. And that brings up championship points. New York up 2-1, 24-21, and look who's serving. Nicolas Scherzin with an opportunity to serve for the championship. LVC benches on their feet. Scherzin just out of bounds wide. And Chicago survives, at least for now. And Brandon Poindexter represents Chicago's last hope. 22-24. No substitution options right now for Chicago. Championship point New York in reception. Evans, Ramos, Marshman for the win! New York wins the title. Team LVC beats Chicago in the championship match 3-1. Mike Marshman delivers the killing blow. And it's the Flamingos, the champions of the Eastern Conference and one of the founding 5 franchises, came in this weekend the #1 seed, and they're going back east with a championship. What a performance and an incredible championship match by both of these teams. LVC wins it in 4. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We've got so much more. We're going to go down courtside with the victorious New York team, grab a couple interviews, and see the celebration. Plus, very importantly, we will be handing out the trophy as you see the teams here showing the respect for one another that match that they just put on so well deserves. What a performance and what a show Chicago and New York put on. But in the end, Team LVC wins their first VLA title. I'm going to head down courtside right now. Stick around for some interviews. Check, 1, 2. There we go. All right. I have very little cable room. Can you feed me something over here? Yeah, thank you. All right, as we work this out. Ladies and gentlemen, what a championship match. It is my distinct pleasure for the first time in VLA history to award the 2022 Tier 1 Championship Trophy to the New York Legion Volleyball Club and founder Chris Hosley. Look at the camera over there. I got to talk to all you guys about this. What a ridiculous championship match. That had really a little bit of everything. Haas, I got to start with you. You founded this Team LVC team in what, 04?
We probably started, we started playing about 04. So, yeah, it's been a long road. So, yeah, long time.
Long road. And what does this do for the club that you created? It's been so long. This is the mountaintop for now. How does this feel to wrap up a season like this?
It definitely feels good. I mean, it's a good group of guys, and that's kind of what's most important is that we kind of all stuck together, had a good weekend together, and had a hell of a match against the Chicago team. So hat goes off to those guys for a great match, but we did an awesome job sticking together and really pulling through for the weekend and playing some good ball.
Tell me about this shirt right here. I know it represents Dane LeClaire out of Rochester. We got a Rochester guy to talk to us about this?
Oh, well, I'm not a Rochester guy, but I roomed with Dane back in 19, and, that was when he passed, and I was with him, so we're all just out here playing for the boys, This is really what it's all about right here.
Huge round of applause for that. Want to hear from Nicolas Scherzin. Nico, welcome back to Team LVC, man. It's so good to have you after all these years. You kind of flipped a switch in the third. There were a couple moments. This match has a little bit of everything, and the in between the net action we love to see. I think it's really entertaining. Did that make you wake up and earn that third set a little bit more?
I think so. I think I got mad about one of the ref calls that was very hard to get. But these guys made it happen too. Like, they know that when I get pretty mad, like, I play better, and they know how to get me mad. So I think it helped us. But overall, they did a great job. It was tough to come in, and because we just started playing all together, I guess. They had a lot of tournaments before. So coming into this group and, like, be able to just put everything together was pretty cool.
How did you instill your experience playing at such a high level in Poland recently? How did you kind of disseminate that to this team in such a short amount of time? Because it showed. It really showed the polish of this team and your influence coming from Europe.
Well, he was here too. But so that helps. But, I mean, you just got to talk all the time on the court, and that's what we focused on. I think we made sure that everything was clear, black and white, and that's what works.
Absolutely. Who else do I want to talk to? I want to talk to E for sure.
What's up?
Eric Martin, longtime LVC legend. How many tournaments have you won in the Flamingo jersey?
Too many to count.
Where does this one rank?
Probably the top right now. Feels good. I mean, like you said, it's tough when we don't have the guys to be able to play together all the time. But the fact that we can come together as a group on any given weekend just to hang out, play ball together, listen to people that know better, and really implement the plan. It's just fun. I'm just glad to be part of it. It's just great. Great team effort, right?
Absolutely. The team effort showed. Let me go down the line. Owen, Rochester kid. What a defensive performance, my man. Just ridiculous. The touches, the level of polish you're able to give the first contact. What was the vibe like just playing in the backcourt with guys like Dave and Nico all weekend?
Well, it's pretty intimidating. I mean, these guys all play at a significantly higher level than I do, so it's just like I'm the rookie, but I'm here to impress. I'm here to show my skills, and I got to keep up with these guys ahead of me. So
mission accomplished, and you've got a trophy to walk home with, my friend. Congratulations. Marsh, the championship-winning kill belongs to a very long-time LVC member. Marshman, I know you've been waiting to get back here, man. You've been in France playing great volleyball, but you've been waiting to get back with these guys. Does it feel a little bit better that you were the one to get it done today?
Oh, we all got it done.
That's
Like
great.
we all got it done, and
Good
that was
answer.
a beautiful neck reset from Joby on that last one, and everything clicked. Also, like, it was obviously volleyball's a whole team effort, so obviously, yeah, it feels amazing to be back with all these guys. It's just a ton of fun every single event we do, but it's the whole team that really gets it done at the end of the day. So.
Well done, dude. Congrats. Great to have you back. Lance, how many tournaments have you won in an LVC jersey?
More than everyone except Chris.
Different role for you this weekend. You've been such a powerhouse in the middle for LVC for so many years. You kind of took a step back for Blake and Marsh to just own people all weekend with a little bit of towel boy action in the middle, best in the league. How did you embrace that role, and what did you kind of give to the guys on the sidelines? I definitely could hear you on the microphones chirping the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about these guys is no one gets feelings hurt. We all know everyone can step on the court and play. And there's always a passing of the torch, and for a long time I was the guy, and that is not the case anymore, and that's okay. And I have no problems passing off to these two young guns to come and play and step in when they need me, on the bench, on the court, wherever it is, making lineups, putting us in spots. Like, I'm there for it. I'm all about the guys.
Mission accomplished, dude. Congratulations. Yep. Dave Evans. A 6-foot outside hitter playing against a team of that size. Did you say 5'11"? Now we'll give him 6 feet on the roster. Dave, this entire season you've played so much above your size on the roster, and just the consistency of your presence on Team LVC was huge for the season. But this weekend, these matchups in particular, especially a team like that, how did you personally manage that?
Oh, man. Personally managed by just having great teammates next to me, especially in the passing. With Owen and Nick, it was just really easy. We had each other's seams. We talked a lot. And then Joby did a great job distributing. I mean, when he's got an offense like that, every single person can put the ball away. It makes all our lives easier. So whenever I got a ball and I got a single block, a late block, it doesn't matter my height at that point. At that point, I'm just trying to get block touches, take a little court away, and trust these guys behind me.
Well done. Blake Leeson. Blake, you stepped in fresh off the plane from Germany a couple months ago. You came up to Buffalo, you came up to Boston, and just kind of took the league by storm immediately upon coming back to Team LVC. Tell me about, I wanted to ask about you and Nico playing against Sunil Thomas just now. That little Ohio State connection was awfully fun to watch.
Yeah, I love Sonny. Hopefully maybe someday he'll turn to the right side of the court. He's made to the pink side. But no, the sunny side, even better, yeah. No, he's a great guy, phenomenal setter, and it's just fun playing against, guys you played in college with, like other people mentioned. Like, this is such a team sport where all of us are friends. Like, you see us high-fiving on the sidelines and in between sets and stuff like that, and just like there's nobody on this team, or probably even on their team as well, that's selfish. It's just like we come out, we're all friends, and it's just such a great time to be back together.
The Volleyball League of America, definitely a family. You can feel that between these two teams that founded the league, but so is Team LVC. You've been in this family for maybe less long than some here, but you fit right in, just like with the rest of these guys. How is the Pink Flamingo identity with your parents over there behind the camera buying in completely? How has these guys embraced you and made you feel about this team?
Oh, it's honestly incredible. Like, I feel like I've known these guys for so long. It's like I'm playing in grass tournaments in New York, flying out with and playing with them, and just I've been to Chris's house, and it's been phenomenal. It's just I couldn't have asked for a better group to play with, truly.
Jordan, how many tournaments have you won in an LVC jersey?
Quite a few. Not as much as Lance or Chris, but quite a few.
You sense a theme here. Some of these guys that have been with Team LVC since long before the VLA existed, I'm just particularly happy for you guys to be able to lift this trophy up. Rank this one. Where's this tournament at in your pretty awesome career?
Oh, it's the peak. It's the pinnacle. I mean, and I just want to piggyback on the family. It's a whole. Even when we're not around each other, we're always communicating with each other. And then as soon as we get together, it's like we don't miss a beat. We have guys that come back that don't ever play with us throughout the season, and they fit right in, and we get them going, and here we are. So that's the family aspect that we're talking about.
That's the family aspect. What a performance. The entire season was, well, Jordan, very well done this whole year. And Coach, CJ, what a match. I want to hear from the coach's perspective, because that match really had a little bit of everything. There is so much going on, and a team like that you have to work really hard to understand where you can grab a couple points here and there, and it turns out that that's good enough to hoist a trophy. Tell me about this matchup a little bit now that you're on the right side of it.
Well, this matchup, we've been on the wrong side of it many times. We have. I think VLA career were probably under 500 against Chicago, and that's the only team that we can say that about. But Nico's dad helped with the scouting report yesterday. He didn't even watch our last match because he wanted to be all in. We had a session right before scout report, and it went pretty well, and we were engaged and locked in, and we did all the, LVC has a tendency in the past to maybe not do all the little things, but the little things were done. And that has a lot to do with that man and that guy wearing the number 9 jersey. So I appreciate the hell out of you guys.
Well done, guys. And CJ, you've been with LVC for a million years in many different roles. Now, as the coach more recently, rank this one.
That's not no-brainer, right? No-brainer. There's been tournaments, there's been nationals, there's been all sorts of stuff. But to do this in Chicago against the Icemen, that's the fairy tale, right? Pretty happy with this one, guys.
As well you should be, and I want to talk to Chris Hosley one more time. Because Haas, talk about like transitioning away from roles. You've been with LVC very literally since the beginning, and you see your court time here and there. I know you won a match in pool play yesterday, but your sort of figurehead role for this team have established all this structure that has been enabled all these guys to make this possible. Got to be very fulfilling for you as founding this team and just a member of the league to see this weekend have the success. Put all that in perspective for me if you can.
I mean, it's just great to have these guys were saying, like Blake was saying, just to be able to, in Jordan, just like we communicate whether we're together or not, whether guys are overseas or whether they're at the house, and when we're at a tournament or not. It's just awesome to have such a great group of guys, and we just, like you said, we don't miss a beat when we get here, and we want to hang out, 24 hours a day, and we would hang out more if there was. So it's a lot of fun playing with this group, and it's awesome, feels great, and this is definitely one of the best ones for this club.
Well done, Team LVC. Congratulations. A ridiculous season has finally come to an end. 169 matches this season alone from January until now, and it's Team LVC that hoists the trophy. Get to celebrating, boys. Thank you all very much. There it is. That will just about check. Yeah, my mic is down now. That'll do it. Huge congratulations to Team LVC, the 2022 Volleyball League of America champions, and equally just huge amounts of respect for the Chicago Icemen for the season that they had and the championship match that they put on. This was the best possible way to cap off the season. We are so proud of all the volleyball that was played and really peaking here at championships this weekend in Chicago. Thank you all so much for watching and following along this entire tournament, this entire season. The Volleyball League of America is not going anywhere. We will be back bigger and better in 2023. Follow along with the Instagram, the website, here on YouTube for all the highlights. You have not heard the last of the VLA. We cannot wait to be back in the 2023 season. Rob St. Clair here signing off one last time for the year. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.